And also Saturday, March 24th, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., the Ukulele Noir, a musical cabaret performance, both at the Shattuck Street Revolving Museum.
Okay, would you introduce yourself for the record, please?
Elizabeth Yoder, Merrimack Repertory Theater.
Okay.
Diane Testa of the Revolving Museum.
Okay. Elizabeth, are you 21?
Yes, I'm 25.
You're 25, okay, you're very
Diane,
well.
you as well?
Yeah, I'm over 25.
All right.
Okay, you're very well preserved. Don't take that personally, he didn't know
Well, I
either.
just want to ask them both.
Okay, this liquor license is going to be in your name, Elizabeth?
Yes.
Yes. You don't seem like you're too sure.
Yes.
Okay. Diane, you've been here before, so you understand this, and if you'll just bear with me for a moment. Elizabeth, you have to understand that this is your liquor license. This is not the Merrimack Valley, the Merrimack Repertory Theater's liquor license. It's yours, okay? Now, there's probably people down there that work there that are over you, that you work for. But believe me, they don't work for you with the liquor license. It's your liquor license. If you see and even suspect, sometimes we have folks that come in, and it's a great thing of have a couple of beers in the car before we go in, so that we don't have to pay the big dollar when we get in the place. You see things you don't like, you say, this is my liquor license, and close this bar. And they better close it. And if they don't, call 911, and the police will close it for you. And believe me, you won't get fired, because if they fire you, we'll have good conversation with them before it's through. You are responsible for this. And when we do these types of things, and we take on a 1 day, or what you're taking on 19 dates, that's a tremendous responsibility. Because unfortunately, we live in a very litigious society. And what happens is somebody has a son or a daughter who's 19 or 20. Oh, get him a wine, it'll be all right, it'll be okay. But then when they fall down and hit their head or wrap their car around a tree because they've been drinking or they've taken some drug or something, guess who they're going to sue? They're going to sue you because you should have known and you should have stopped it. So you have to be on top of it. Even though it's the Merrimack Theater and everybody goes to the theater and they're nice, and you still have to be on top of it. Liquor is a very volatile situation. 21 days, keep your eyes open. Anything that you see go on that you don't like, you and you alone have the right to stop it. And you alone are responsible to stop it, okay? All right? I know you've heard that before, Diane, but I wanted to make sure when I said she kind of looked like who was going to take this liquor license, and I want to be sure that the board has always been concerned to make sure that people that come forward that are raising money for charitable events understand that they're taking a tremendous risk when they take that one-day license. Commissioner Gary.
No questions. I'm going to make a motion to approve both of them.
Motion to approve both. Motion seconded. All in favor say yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda.
Mr. Chairman, we have applications for public amusement for events at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. Would there be someone here present representing the auditorium? And Mr. Chairman, I'd just suggest we continue this matter, if not this afternoon, possibly for the next scheduled meeting.
So moved.
Okay, thank you. The
Next.
Commission now has an application for a carnival. Would John Flynn be here? Yes. Okay, great.
Good afternoon.
Commission will now open the matter of an application by Dean and Flynn, Inc., doing business as Fiesta Shows of Seabrook, New Hampshire. John A. Flynn is the representative for a carnival scheduled at the Regatta Field, Pawtucket Boulevard, starting Wednesday, May 23rd to Saturday, May 26, 2007, and also will be Monday, May 28, 2007.
Back again.
Yes, sir, it's that time of year.
All right.
It's that time.
You can rest assured we'll have a snowstorm in about soon.
No problems that I'm aware of. Captain, any problems you're aware of? Games have all been inspected. You have your insurance and this and everything. Make a motion. to approve.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Thank you for showing up.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next on the agenda.
Commission will now open the public hearing on the application for an alteration of premises by the Red Rose Restaurant Corp., Cameron Kim, manager, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 716 Middlesex Street, units number 1 and number 4. There being 2 unnumbered doors on the south side of the building. The first floor has a dining area and kitchen, approximately 1,750 square feet. Mr. Kim is requesting that the approval be granted to add unit number 5 in order to expand the kitchen area for dry storage, food preparation area, a walk-in cooler, and move the existing bar with no seating and office. Mr. Chairman, this matter requires that the applicant notify property owners touching, in which he has
Cards are
done.
back. Okay. Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Hi, my name is Cameron Kim. I'm the manager of Red Rose. I'm 34 years old now.
Okay. No, I don't doubt your age.
Since you asked the first lady, so I
Okay,
want.
Sergeant Demora, what do you know about this young man? You don't know him. That's a good thing, see?
Yeah.
When the police department doesn't know you, that's a good thing in
Right.
our business, okay? We'll open the hearing up to a public. Anybody here to speak in favor? In favor? In favor? Anybody to speak in opposition? In opposition? In opposition? That portion of the hearing is closed. Commissioner Gary.
Just a couple, it's still mostly selling of food there?
Yeah,
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 and same situation, that's gonna be mostly selling of food?
right, right.
And that bar is just a service bar for the people sitting and eating
Yeah,
food?
just people sitting there
Okay, so
to
it's
drink
just-
on
You're
it.
just getting a little bigger, it's just gonna be the same
Right,
operation?
the most important is just the walk-in cooler and the flap table, and
Okay.
I need a mop closet too, because now we have no place to put the mop closet.
Okay.
And we put out in the bathroom,
Yeah.
public bathroom, didn't look
Okay.
right.
All right.
So
Okay.
that's why.
Good,
Motion to approve.
I'll second it,
All in favor, say yes.
yes.
Thank you.
You're
Ron.
all set.
Mr. Chairman, just for the record, this matter
Mr. Kim,
also requires that the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission grant approval before any alterations may begin.
before you start making the alterations, this has to be sent to Boston.
Okay,
You have to, the secretary will take care of it and
and then.
notify you,
they're gonna
okay?
notify. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Next on the agenda. You're out.
Commission will now take up the matter of an application that was continued from January 25th. The application by USA Auto Sales, Inc., Danielle Coriolano, the president, for a secondhand motor vehicles license, Class 2, a used car dealer, for premises at 607 Middlesex Street, there being an open lot, approximately 14,535 square feet, with office trailer, 12 feet by 24 feet. Previous licensee in 2006, Fernando P. D'Amoto, doing business as USA Auto Center, license number 696-B. Zoning Board of Appeals had set a condition where there be a maximum number of vehicles of 27 for storage on the open lot. Mr. Chairman, since the meeting of January 25th, I had been in contact with the Registry of Motor Vehicles. In fact, the registry had been seeking information on Fernando D'Amoto, and the fact of the matter is that Mr. D'Amoto's license, as you so ordered from the last meeting, is not to be renewed, and also the Registry of Motor Vehicles has received information from the License Commission Office to that effect, and Ms. Coriolano is now aware of the fact that the registry has duly canceled out the dealer plates for Mr. D'Amoto. You had requested of Ms. Coriolano that she provide purchase and sale agreement and proof of the existence of the a bill of sale. Ms. Coriolano, at about 2:30 this afternoon, came to the License Commission office and presented some documents. She may be in the best position to explain them. I have not really had full opportunity to review them in advance. But I believe of the documents she presents to the board, none of which pertain to a bill of sale or the proof that the purchase, as she noted at the last meeting, of $120,000 has transpired.
Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Danielle Coriolano. I'm applying to get a license for USA Auto Sales. I bought the dealer from Fernando, who I can't get in touch with. Okay. I probably made a mistake because I came from a foreign country. I'm from Brazil.
Yep.
You're probably gonna think I'm crazy, but in Brazil, the way how we do business is we paid cash.
Yeah.
And
but
that's how I paid Fernando.
You said that the last time, and I asked you, I think if I remember correctly, I asked you to bring us proof that you had that cash.
Some of them,
Bank
I
books
have,
or something
I
to
brought
prove.
I got 2 bank statements from my personal account, okay?
Are they in here?
Yeah, you know, to the front of the Bank of America's, like, a month I run about 50,000, the other one around some 20-something thousand. I don't, That's my personal account.
So you gave him $120,000, and you have nothing to show for it. You do not have a bill of
He
sale from him?
signed the bill of sale in name of Johnny Medeiros.
Okay, where is the bill of sale?
It's right there. It's like all the paper that my lawyer did with his lawyer.
But where did it come from?
It's a copy of it, look at it, the bill of sale.
Oh, yeah, okay.
The original is with his lawyer. That's down in Lowell.
Who's Johnny?
Johnny Medeiros.
Johnny, he was actually, if you see, he has another paper there that has an affidavit. Johnny was my partner, okay? So we had 2 dealers. We decided that I will keep USA Auto Sales and that he will keep Somerville Ave Auto Brokers. That's the business that he's running right now.
Yeah, this is a person's sale between him and Johnny Medeiros,
Yeah.
not you.
Right, not you.
I know, I always use Johnny's name for everything, but you can see that Johnny signed the paper.
That's all right. Not Johnny.
Yeah. You know, we're not trying to give you a hard time. Did you find the bank books?
Oh, no.
Like, I can't get, when I did the transaction, I was like, probably was my mistake. I always get involved in sell cars, not deal with papers.
56,000. It's 06.
Yeah, a year ago. No, I guess not, no. It's not so bad. Okay, and what's that one? Which bank's this? This is what account is this?
That's just like
checking.
a personal account.
She has nothing in that to show for the cash transaction.
For 120.
She doesn't have that in the papers that I quickly saw.
Well, she's got 2 bank books. One's got 56 and one's got,
No, it's the same one.
this is the same
Same
account.
account. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't keep all my money in the bank.
There is the lease agreement, there is this document of Madeiros' signature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At the end, she has
an affidavit.
records of vehicles that are being financed. That have no bearing on your
Right.
This is what they call dealer reserve, like for every client that has a bad credit. The bank has to keep a small portion of the money in my reserve. When they close the loan, I get the money back. Is with Source One Financial. That was under Somerville Ave. Now that I gonna have USA, all my dealer reserve was transferred to USA. If I'm not wrong, it's the total. It's like 100.
Where's Johnny Medeiros?
He's not in Somerville.
The only I got is, he's on, I see that you got an affidavit saying you guys are partners, but it's nothing, it's just a copy of an affidavit from him, you know, so I'm not comfortable in terms of, first of all, there wasn't enough money that looks like there was transferred.
Yeah, they're both the same. Is this your reserve account?
That's my reserve account.
Okay, well, you can't spend that. You have to keep
No,
that.
I know, but it's just to
So
show
that,
you that I
yeah,
have a
but
way to support
then
the
that
business.
money's not a part of the sale.
I know, but that's just the way to show that I can support the business. Like,
No, I understand that. I
Support
think
the
you're
business.
missing the point. That money proves to a bank that you've done enough business with Finances of America selling cars. And Finance of America makes you keep X amount of dollars in reserve in case one of the loans go under. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not losing. All right. We're talking about the $120,000 you gave Mr.
The motor. That was cash. I don't know what he did. That was cash.
Yeah, but we don't even see that in a bank book at all.
I didn't put in the bank. Like, I sold my apartment in Brazil. I have believed in him for 7 years. I left my daughter when she was 4 months. I left my mom with cancer, who is almost dying. I didn't come to this country to lose money. I came here to make money, you know.
You know, I understand that, but you have to understand that they're very concerned about washing money and drug money and whatnot.
about
And I'm sure that you probably, okay, how are we gonna do this?
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What
You're
about
not gonna get him
Maderos?
up from Florida. DePaula would like to see him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. But if Maderas is available,
yes, he
and
is.
would he be willing to come in with you?
He was almost coming with me today. Like,
But he
will
didn't.
Because I thought it would be no problem to get on the paper signed by him. But yes, he can come here.
So, so what you're telling me is you bought this place for $120,000. You didn't give a check over to him?
I give cash.
$120,000 in cash? Would you have, like a suitcase? I mean,
In
that's a
my
lot of
home.
cash.
But it's in my home, like, you know, let's say if I buy a Cherokee in auction, I pay $5,000. You know how much I sell the car for? 13.
Okay.
I make $8,000 in one car, at least 6,000. I do make money, but I don't put all my money. That's probably
Well-
something wrong because I should put everything in the bank, but I do not. I began with only $10,000 because that's the money that my mom sent me from
This
Brazil.
Fernando, he's down in Florida, right? That's the one that's...
Nobody can get in touch with him.
No.
Okay.
No,
Huh? He is?
he's down in, well,
He's
parts
one.
unknown.
Parts unknown. Okay.
I went to his aunt home like for 2 weeks. She doesn't want to give me his address. The sheriff went there. He's like looking for him. I think he's under arrest or warning or whatever. It's like too many people looking for this guy. He already got my money. I have a business and I can't get the license and I don't know where he is. Like, I'm going crazy.
We're gonna have to get Johnny up here, if you can get him up here. I don't know what to tell you, I mean, I'd like to talk to him. I'd like to talk to him,
Wait 2 more weeks.
yeah.
I mean, it's not that we're doubting you, but it's just, the whole thing just doesn't come together. You know, I know, I can easily understand why Fernando doesn't want to show up. I'm sure the sheriff would like to see him, but let's put that aside. And let's get this relationship between you
And
and Johnny Madeira, is it Madeiras?
Uh-huh.
Let's get that one ironed out, so at least we know.
I even don't mind if I get the license under his name. I don't mind. I just want to get my license because at this moment I put my money into someone that I don't know where this person is. I don't know where Fernando is, and I can lose my money.
Did you know Fernando before all this happened?
I didn't know that was that complicated guy because it looks like all Lowell was looking for him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like on the last 2 months, like 2 police officers went to my lot looking for him. Like so many people come there. I get letters from everywhere that he owes money, you know, so.
That's probably why the sheriff's looking for him.
You know.
Counselor, do you have any ideas?
I see 2 options. Either take action on the application or continue it for 2 weeks, and you can inquire from Mr. Medeiros and then take action at that point.
That's what I
Yeah,
proposed.
yeah, but the only thing is Madeiras didn't get any of the 120,000.
Well, you can maybe let's shed
But
some
he
light
can
on
attest
it.
to the fact that at least they've dissolved their partnership and
Yeah, he wasn't gonna get it, yeah. He wasn't getting it anyway, he was paying it.
No, he didn't pay it, did he?
Oh, I know.
No, she did.
Yeah.
That's confusing. Do you still have this money that you have in Bank America here? Whatever the bank was. Is that money still in that bank account?
I don't know how much I have today because I
loan-
keep buying and selling cars. Let's say
Okay.
sometimes
Okay.
I use all my money, I buy cars. I have plenty titles for plenty cars that I own.
Okay.
Cars that I do stuffs like buy he, pay he. I mean, you go there to buy a car, you don't want to go to a bank, I will finance you. You know, I will let you pay me $100 a week and I will hold the title. That's the type of things that I do.
When did you hand the $120,000 over to Mr. D'Amato?
When? We started the transaction July 9. That's when I first, he got all the conversation with my boyfriend. The first time that I started to work in the dealer was in July 9.
Now, who's your boyfriend in this deal? What's his name?
He doesn't have anything to do
He's
with
not
that.
on
He was
here.
like- no.
Okay, all right.
So July of '06, you started, you gave
July
him-
9 was a Sunday, was my first day there.
All right,
at
so
the-
when'd you actually transfer the money?
Before July, I had transferred to handle to him $30,000. Then
Cash.
Cash.
Cash, okay.
Then, I'll say around November,
Yeah.
I hand another 35 or 38.
38?
Yeah, I
Okay.
paid the car that he messed with us, leeway. Let's say someone went to USA Auto Sales with a car, which he bought from the client. He brought to Leeway Auto Auction. He sold the car. Then when
All
he
right, good,
sold
so
the car,
we got July, 30,000, November, 38,000, what after that?
for the car, I paid $8,000. Was a Volkswagen Passat.
Well, I'm not talking about, what you do? He sell you, I'm talking about cash you gave him, $120,000.
I gave him another amount for him for $40,000.
When was that?
The last time that I gave to him was in December.
Do you have a receipt for this? Did he sign, like, when you gave him this, what do you say, $40,000? Did he sign something saying, I got
No,
it?
because he signed the bill of sale in the name of Johnny, who my lawyer has a copy and his lawyer has a copy.
Was your lawyer a witness to you giving him this money?
No, because I gave him in a lot.
But I'm
But I
still,
have
the
people
only thing
that
I'm
kn-
seeing, so far it only adds up. You said July 30,000, November 38,000, December 40,000, that's only 108,000. Where's the rest?
I can get all exactly dates when I gave you the money.
Where are you going to get that information? Now, go ahead, elaborate on that.
I-
Did you
I-
write it down?
I probably wrote down in somewhere.
I'm sorry?
I wrote down somewhere in my home, because I'm not that, but I don't get the receipts from Fernando. No, I do not have the receipts. I tried to get him a paper that says that he received the cash. I went to his aunt's house. I have been running for 2 weeks trying to get him. He gave me a fax number. My lawyer made a paper. I faxed to him. He never faxed me back. I don't have the phone number where I can get in touch with him. I'm on a point that I don't know what should I do. If I can just let Johnny applies for the license under his name, you know.
He's gonna run into the same
Yeah,
situation. We gotta know where the
he's-
money's coming from.
The money came from my work.
You know, if he comes in here, he can't prove that you paid the money either. He
But
can
it's like-
prove that you dissolved the partnership, that he's over there and you're over here, and that's all well and fine. Did he give you any of this money?
Who, Johnny?
Yeah.
After he got a Somerville, yes, because some of the money come out of Somerville. How would you gonna make $120,000?
All right, so some of the money came out of a
Okay.
corporation.
We have Somerville for 2 years.
So Somerville's a corporation.
Yeah, Somerville.
Some of the money
F.
came
Auto
out of there to
Brokers.
pay for this.
Uh-huh.
You gotta
Okay,
have
how'd
a
he
check
get
for
it
that.
out?
You gotta have a
Summer-
check for that.
How did he get it out?
What do you mean?
You just said some of the money came from that
From
other...
the Somerville. From
So
the
he
money
must have
that
got a check or something from the bank.
I
Or a
have plenty
corporate
checks
check
that I
payment.
received from the banks for the loans that I made.
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I missed
I
that.
get a plenty checks that from the people that pay me. I can get a statement.
My
of
understanding,
all
you
the
just said
checks.
that D'Amato got paid some of the money from Somerville. All right. So Somerville paid some of this $120,000.
Yeah.
The
The
corporation.
money came from there.
All
Because
right.
how, if I was working at Somerville, that's no other way the money could come
But
out.
Somerville came directly from the corporation that paid them out.
No, was cash. I took the money out of Somerville. If I sell a car and I have a partner, part of the money, it's gonna come to me. If I sold a car for 10,000, I have to pay 4,000 for the auction, that's fine.
Now,
That
is this
was
all documented?
6,000.
Is this all documented paperwork?
For the sale that we do, yes.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to show us something in that fact.
You want to bring,
I
you
want
want me
more.
to bring me the report?
I want more than, I have
from each car
nothing.
that I sell?
I want something. I have nothing.
Like how I can prove to you that I gave cash to
Okay, you can
Fernando?
prove by going back to him, and
Fernando?
and he knows that you took some of this money out,
No, not Fernando, Johnny.
Johnny
Somerville.
Medeiros. And he knows that you took some of this money out, and at least have him come in and explain how you did this. You got too much mattress money here, okay? I mean, everybody in the world, I think, has a little, funny money. But 120,000 is
Coming
not
from-
mattress money.
I really thought it would be hard to have a woman who is only 30 running to get $120,000. Seems like funny, probably. That's how I feel like. If probably was, I'm sorry, I probably gonna screw everything, but the way how I feel is, if it was a man who was coming here to deal with a car, to auto loan,
No,
that's gonna be something
don't
usual.
start
Just because
that.
I'm
Listen,
woman,
we're trying to
it's-
go along with you and help you on this. It's got nothing to do whether
We
you're a
told you,
man or
Austin,
a
we
woman
have
or
to
what.
show where the money coming from.
You got
We have to.
$120,000 that you're walking in here expecting us to take in blind faith that you kept in a cookie jar at home and paid this guy. And I'm sorry.
It was under the cookie jar home.
Well,
No.
wherever it was, I don't
tried
want to
to
know
look
where it
really
is.
hard.
This is on TV, and they don't need to know where you hide your money. But you're not going to convince me. All you got to do is to get Mr. Medeiros in here to say that he knew that while you worked at that corporation, you were taking money to pay the other guy. I don't give a, you can worry about the IRS and the rest of it, but I'm not sitting here that stupid to believe that from, what'd you say? What was this?
No, I mean,
July
you're on
of
the
last year to December, you created in excess of $120,000 in cars. You are the salesman of the month, let me tell you.
And
You
when-
gotta come to work for me, I'm in the wrong business.
I can bring to you, and I'll bring all the sales that I made from the last 3 years that I'm down in Somerville.
That's
and
all
the
we're
checks
talking
that I
about,
received
is
from the
some way
bank.
of showing us that you created that kind of money. And if he attests to it, that while you worked there, that's what you then we'll go along with
But
this.
then I'm gonna get screwed with IRS because.
Then you what?
Because I didn't. put the
Listen,
money in the
lady,
bank.
this is on television. You're long gone by the IRS. There are people watching this now, so let's not worry about that, okay? We're not here to report to the IRS. That's between you and whatever. We need to know that you're not being financed by some drug money or
I
some
know,
money
some
to,
terrorists. I
okay?
understand that.
I don't know. Are we being unreasonable?
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
may I just interject here? Part of the application process pertains to compliance with the tax laws of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. She had signed that document under the corporate name USA Auto Sales, Inc. So to deviate from that statement would be an act of perjury, I believe.
But we don't know that. I mean, I don't know. It's
Okay,
not our
but-
responsibility
All
to
right.
make sure she
I'm
reports.
making a
No, but
motion
to just to sum
I
up
know.
the
I
idea of
agree.
the tax situation. The point is, Mr. Chairman, you want Mr. Medeiros to appear before you?
I want him, if he's gonna help, I need more information about the capability of buying this business. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I need information about your capabilities of buying this business, more so than just you saying it verbally. I need to see something. Now, if you have a problem because you have an IRS issue or you got some other issue, that's your issue. I'm telling you what I need. And if I don't have it, I don't go along. So, that's all I can say. I'll make a motion to continue with 2 weeks.
Can Fernando do something against me at this time? Because at this moment, I don't even know where the guy is. I'm like,
I need something, I'm just telling you what I need. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but that's what I need.
and I need to wait 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'll second it. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Excuse us, ma'am.
Yep.
Next on the agenda.
Commission will now open the public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth LaValle, the acting superintendent of police, against the Kamara Restaurant, Inc., Vishal Noon, the manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 308-310 Westwood Street. Mr. Chairman, this had been a matter that was originally scheduled for January 25th. The License Commission Office has since learned, the matter had to be continued, that Kamara Restaurant has a business practice of closing the business starting approximately January 3rd till the 1st of February. They are now here to speak on their behalf, on their own behalf.
Okay. Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Hi, my
name?
name is Vijay Noon from Khmer Restaurant, 308 Westwood Street.
Okay.
My sister co-owner the restaurant too.
Okay.
Sir.
You realize that you have the right to an attorney. Have you been notified that you have the right to have an attorney represent you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're looking like I'm talking to,
Mr.
I don't
Chairman,
think they understand.
they're quite capable of understanding. The
Okay.
fact of the matter is the unique situation they've been put under is that as they chose not to be represented by counsel, they have an explanation as to what transpired.
Okay.
And I think they're trying to cut
Let's
right
hear
to it, and hopefully
Okay.
you'll look upon the situation kindly.
I'm all to cutting right to it.
Cut
I'm all
right
for
to it.
that.
Okay, do you want to have the officer read the complaint? Or if you read it, do you understand the complaint?
Yes, sir.
You do. Do you want it read into the record?
Or do you just want to talk about it?
You just want to talk about it?
Talk about it.
All right.
Okay. You got the floor, talk about it.
Can you talk?
Yes, sir. In that night, right, sir, I didn't sell the drink to him, okay? He drink somewhere and come to my restaurant, right? And he came to sit the table, a few table from me, the one that sell the drink.
Yep.
And he's normal, he not look drunk, whatever. If he look drunk, I'm going to ask the detail police, bring him out, right? But he normal, and he talk to his friend, and he not bother anybody, right? Until that we close at 12 o'clock, and the police tell, oh, everybody had to go home, right? About that, I think, I don't know what time, maybe 10 minutes later on, and he collapsed in front of me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that night I'm shaking too, because first time I see he collapsed in front of me, right? And we didn't know that he drank already. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean?
Somewhat. Are you saying that he didn't drink in your place?
He drink with his friend, but I didn't sell the drink to him.
Yeah.
You know, because
How are you set up there? Was this a party that was going on there, or was it just a,
It's like dinner reception, like we have like food or have stuff.
okay, so there was a reception going on?
Yeah, yeah.
And do you have like a bar that you can sit at, or is it just a service bar?
It's like table, like round table.
Yeah. And how do they get the drinks?
They order some beer, some,
From a waitress?
yeah, from
from
her.
me.
Okay, you're the only one working how many tables?
In that night, 30, 25.
Yeah.
25 tables?
You're
Yes,
working them
sir.
all?
And I had two police, two police, three police
Three.
working in there.
Two police?
Yeah, three.
Yeah. And
Okay.
no problem, no fighting, no nothing. sir.
Yeah, but
No
sometimes you gotta watch it, you know,
but-
doesn't always manifest itself in a fight. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
this guy could
Yeah.
be, you know, had too much, he lies down. You gotta be really wary of it, you know? What'd you say, you're closed for 4 months now?
Yeah, I close the whole month. Every January, I always close the
It's
whole
been
month.
slow, so we just, you know.
Nice.
What?
So they're closed now?
No, because that on January, no one booked for wedding or birthday party. So that's why I don't want to do the party. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At my restaurant, I do only the wedding and the birthday party. And that's why on January, no one want to do the wedding because the snow, a lot of
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah.
So that's why I close the whole month. I don't want to do the party, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the restaurant's open?
No, we
No, no.
close
The whole place
yeah,
is
the
close the
closed
whole thing. Yes,
for a
sir.
month?
Yeah, the whole month.
So February, you're gonna open up again?
Yes, sir, because they have the birthday party again, you know.
All right.
Are you just opening for just the birthday party, or are you gonna open now?
Oh, we open the restaurant, but
For-
on Saturday night,
Okay.
I do the birthday party and the wedding,
Okay.
sir.
Now, you say he didn't buy anything to
No,
drink from
sir,
you.
no, and he just sit down with his friend,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, but, so that's one of the things that's very difficult to me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Somebody obviously was buying the drinks and giving them to him.
Yeah,
He didn't absorb them by osmosis. Somebody was buying a drink and giving it to him. He might not have bought the drink directly from you. That doesn't abdicate your responsibility. You're still responsible for him, you know?
yes, sir, I know, but
It's-
if he saw the drunk, whatever, we always tell him
And you said you had 2 police officers there that night?
And that night we have three.
three?
Yeah.
3?
Three, yeah.
Three.
Right, yeah, three, sir.
Three.
How many times have you been there, Captain DeMore?
There's been some issues there, not recently. We perceive it was over-serving. That's
Yeah.
the issue here, that's all. Regardless, I mean, when, owners of shops give an explanation that the police officer's there, in actuality, the police officer's not there to count drinks that they're drinking.
Yeah.
That they're there to preserve the peace, and, not saying like this wasn't a fight, which we
Yeah.
just believe.
It's an overserved issue.
The gentleman was overserved, so much that he was unconscious when the police went up to him.
All right. Is there any officers here today
No.
on this? All right. Do we have anything on,
Do you have any other
violations
complaints
that
on?
we heard on?
No, there's no other prior complaints to my recollection.
All right.
6 months probation. Keep it on file for 6 months.
Yeah.
Make a motion, we put him on 6 months probation and place it on file for 6 months.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say yes. Yes.
We're just gonna kind of file the letter, okay? And you gotta understand, you gotta play on the side of caution. If you just gotta be really cautious about it. So we kind of place it on file for 6 months, so it's up to you. It's your bar, it's your responsibility, it's your license, so understand that, okay?
Do you understand what we're saying
Yeah,
to you?
yeah.
You're making me nervous because you're kind of standing there going, and I'm not sure that you understand. You're going to be on 6 months probation.
Yeah,
If within
6
6 months, something happens, we're going to have a serious talk,
Okay.
okay?
Yes, sir.
After 6 months, all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you have any questions, does the police department have an interpreter that can kind of explain, they do? Okay, maybe somebody could visit them and kind of go through it and make sure they thoroughly understand? Okay, you're all set, take care.
ไม่มีปัญหา
All right?
Yep,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Next on the agenda.
Commission will now open a public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth LaValle, the acting superintendent of police, against Captain John's Inc., Nicholas P. Cosmopolis, the manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverage restaurant licensee at 333 Westford Street.
Introduce yourself for the record, please.
Richard Lalim for Captain John's.
Okay. Do you want this complaint read?
We'll waive the reading of the complaint, thank you.
Okay. Go ahead.
I wasn't sure whether the city was going to
You
present
say
a
you want
witness.
to
Yeah,
make the first side of it? Go ahead.
Sure.
We're easy.
Essentially, the incident regarding May 2006 is not before you. That's currently still an active investigation by the DA's office. This relates to...
Is that on?
I think it's on.
Okay. Pull it down to you.
Sure. This
There you
relates
go.
to the December 6th incident where Officer Smith is here to testify. Counsel and I watched the videotape from Captain John's. I do have a copy if you wish to see it. Essentially, the facts in a nutshell are at approximately 12:40 p.m., the decedent enters Captain John's. He is not served any alcohol. He's just there, gets into a discussion with another individual. It leads to one punch being thrown and then a little scuffle. The entire incident lasts approximately 18 seconds, at which point Maria Kozimbolis throws the person who threw the punch out of the bar, proceeds to lock the doors of the bar. People are rendering aid or looking over the decedent. She then tries to call 911, apparently on a cell phone, can't get through, then gets on a landline, contacts the police department, tells them it's a medical emergency. The police then respond. They go there. That it's the city's position that Ms. Kozimbolis was not forthright in discussing what happened with the police officers. Originally, they asked if there's a fight. She says no. Says she didn't see anything, was in the bathroom. The videotape shows that she is present. However, once the severity of what happened, she realized that she did cooperate with the police after, but originally she was less than candid with the police officers regarding that she had just been in the bathroom, that he had just fallen down, that there was no one near him. Later then she says there was a scuffle, but she said that she didn't see them fight. But that is essentially, in a nutshell, what happened that particular night.
Thank you.
And are there any officers here for that?
Nobody
I
here?
believe Officer Smith.
Okay. You want to?
Yeah, let's hear what Officer Smith has to say about it, and then... No?
Yes, yes, please. No? Okay.
Okay.
Just in your own words.
I was dispatched there for a medical call. On the way there, I asked for clarification if it was definitely medical or if an assault had occurred, because obviously that changes the scope of what I'm about to step into. They said it was a medical emergency. I got there. I know Ms. Kozimbolis. I spoke with her, and she said there had been that when she emerged from the bathroom, she saw the gentleman pass out or fall down. And it looked like he was having a seizure or something, is what she relayed to me. And then later on, while I was there, I heard someone speak about a scuffle, and that prompted me to further look into it and also have a supervisor respond to the scene, because it could have been a criminal matter, or it changes the matter from a medical emergency to a criminal matter.
Were the medical people there?
The firemen had gotten there before us, and they were working on the decedent.
Before the police got there?
Yes.
Okay. Did they call an ambulance, or?
The ambulance came, but after. So the
After
fire
you got
department
there.
got there first, then
You.
us, and then the ambulance.
All right.
Okay. No, I don't have any.
One thing I just wanted to add, that there was an investigation by the DA's office. They did not bring charges, that the cause of death was not related to the incident that happened inside Captain John's.
Yeah, they went to a grand jury on that.
Correct.
Okay.
And I had forgotten to mention that.
Yeah. So they go to a grand jury, and they say, obviously there was some medical information there that didn't corroborate that he had died as a result of head trauma or whatever it could have been.
Correct. They ruled out whatever happened at Captain John's did not cause his death.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Did anything come out of that grand jury? Any charge?
No, they did not. No charges came out of that grand jury.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Charges were dropped, and they did bring a death certificate.
Okay.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's a coronary incident due to a congenital condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can see the death certificate.
Yeah, you can put it in when you put your case in on it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Any
Bob.
questions?
I guess I have one question.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have your report in front of you?
I do.
Okay, and about, on the first page there, at the bottom, 2 lines from the top, while I was talking I overheard one of the listed witnesses state that they had fought because he owed him money.
Correct.
You were still talking to Maria when you overheard that, right?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make that point.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Anything further?
No, okay.
Anything else you want to add?
No. All right. Counselor?
Anything else? Okay.
Just for the benefit of my clients, I want to go over what I think are very important facts of this case. And if you would bear with me for a few minutes.
Sure.
Counsel and I both reviewed the video at the same time on Tuesday, and it's just so enlightening. At 41 minutes after midnight and 42 seconds, so it's 41 minutes, 42 seconds, you're looking at the video and you see 3 guys standing there. No apparent problem. 2 seconds later, there is no sign of any altercation. 6 seconds later, Ordonez is now face to face with Peters, but that's it. They're just standing. 2 seconds later, there's a punch. Peters steps back. 4 seconds later, now, this is the end of a horseshoe bar. So they're standing on this side of the bar. He steps out from where he had backed up, and he lunges for Ordonez, deceiving, lunges for Ordonez. Okay? At that point, which is 5 seconds from the punch, Maria Cosumbolis is shown coming into the video. 5 seconds later, Mr. Peters is taken by a couple of people, I guess, and brought back to the area where he was originally standing. And at this point, Ordonez is like over here. So if that was at 16 seconds, you can see 14 seconds later, they're kind of holding the decedent back, not wanting any troubles. Ms. Cosumbolis grabs Ordonez, drags him across the bar, pushing, shoving, getting him out the door. Door slams. 13 seconds later, she's already been to the other door and has locked that door. So now the place is secure. Halfway through the room that she's dragging Mr. Ordonez through, Mr. Peter collapses backwards. She secures the second door, goes to the area, and a Mr. Fleming, who is trained in CPR, begins to administer CPR. That's about, and she's asking what happened. She didn't see him go down. And the video shows that. It shows Peters go down, and she's in the other room dragging him out the door physically. Her adrenaline couldn't have been rushing any higher. She had just physically dragged out. And Ordonez is of a decent size, rather thin, but tall enough. She goes to Fleming and said, "What happened?" And Fleming said, that the decedent shouted, "Birdie, Birdie, Birdie," or "What happened?" And his eyes kind of went to the side and he fell back. So that's what the information she was given. His eyes went to the side and he fell back. When the police came in and asked what happened, she hadn't come from the bathroom. She had come from the other side of the bar in 5 seconds' time and physically dragged the customer out of the bar. Also, when asked the question, when I asked her if he had been assaulted, and this is in his report, had he been assaulted, she said he had just fallen. Well, that's what she knew. And
Can I ask you one question, just as you're going along? so I don't forget, why, if there wasn't an assault, why did she come from behind the bar to grab him, to take him out the door?
When Peters went back, he then went forward, and there is kind of a scuffle on the floor. But nobody saw anything happen there. They were just...
Well, she must have saw, she just came around because he fell, or
She
fell over.
saw the indication of Peters going towards the floor, because now he's pushing Ordona's back.
Oh, so somebody was pushing or shoving.
But she did not see any punches thrown. She did not see that part of it. The point being, when she said he had a seizure, that's what Fleming, who, by the way, Fleming is administering CPR, and every other breath, he's breathing into the decedent, and the bartender, Michaela, is breathing into the decedent. They're doing their best.
I understand that.
Okay, so there's a lot of excitement going on, is
Yeah,
what
I'm sure there is.
Okay, and
but-
finally, when I asked Officer Smith...
I'm sure there is, but I'm...
When I asked Officer Smith...
Excuse me, Counselor.
Okay.
Excuse me. I want you to clarify that question for me. I'm working at a bar. There are people out here. There's no scuffle, no nothing. But I leave the bar to go around.
I don't think he's saying that, though. I think he
Okay,
said there was a scuffle.
I'm getting to the point.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because that's why I asked Officer Smith. I think it's an important question. While he's still talking to her,
Yeah.
he overheard that there had been an argument over money. We're talking seconds here. We're talking a moment or two when she then started saying exactly what happened. Exactly what happened. She helped the police. She gave information as to where to find Ordonez, where he lived. I mean, she cooperated fully. At first, yeah, she didn't, what I'm trying to say is, she did not intentionally deceive anyone. She was excited. And when you're asked the question, what happened to him, it's not like her first instinct was to say, he got into a big fight or there was somebody threw a punch. She said he had fallen back. It looked like a seizure. And while he's still talking to her, so we're not talking a half hour later or an hour later. While he's still talking to her, he overhears something else. So now he asks more specific questions. She gives him more specific answers. Maria Cosumbolis was not trying to be coy or deceitful, is all I'm trying to say. Okay. And if you look at the time frame of everything, it bears it out. Now, since that time, we have learned that all criminal charges have been dropped. I have the death certificate if you want me to present it for the record.
Sure.
And it indicates it was a coronary incident that, and the condition was a birth condition. I respectfully submit that no bar owner on earth could have prevented the underlying incident. It was one punch, he stepped back. It all took place by your counsel's own statement in about 18 seconds. Ms. Cosumbolis was not trying to be disingenuous. There have been things that have occurred in the past, but they've been those things haven't happened for a very long time, and it's a tough neighborhood, and quite frankly, the Cosumbolis family is not the reason for why it's a difficult neighborhood to run a business in. As you know from our last appearance here, they have in fact rolled back the hours. Mr. Cosumbolis would like you to know that, in his own words, he's not a club anymore. They serve food till 10 o'clock, and then they start winding things up, and they're closed by 11. I think the statute calls for people to act reasonably prudent under any circumstances. I don't think anybody needs to perform as a superhero, and I believe the Cosumboloses were reasonably prudent in all aspects of this incident. I submit that now that you hear all of the facts, no one hid any physical evidence. The police were called in a timely fashion because even according to Ken LaValle's report, it indicated that I think Officer Smith was dispatched at 59. It was something like
You said she called 911?
She indicates that she tried calling on her cell phone twice, had a hard time getting through, so then went to the land phone.
And 911?
Yeah.
And how's that get dispatched? Does it go to the fire department? Why is the fire department there before everybody else?
It's response time. The 911 call comes in.
911, the fire department's going, police are going, ambulances are going?
Everybody goes.
Okay. And how, what was it? Yeah.
It was probably because the emphasis was for medical, so medical would take precedent as opposed to the police responding first, but all of them would respond.
Yeah, okay. And how long a time frame was there before somebody responded time? Do we know?
If you look at the video, I believe this incident occurred, and if you just bear with me.
How many people were in the bar?
There was only 7 people in the bar.
Only
at the
7
time.
people in the whole bar?
And I believe the punch.
It was like 11.
It shows that the punch is at, or you see Peters go down at about 42 minutes, and Ken LaValle's report indicates that there was a dispatch at 59. So there's only 7 minutes there, and that's assuming the video jives exactly with the police station.
Yep.
She did try to call on a cell phone, then she used the land phone. I mean, everything they did was completely timely. Within moments, if not immediately, as a result of the first questions asked to Ms. Cosumbolis, all the facts came out. Mr. Cosumbolis would like nothing more at this point to please allow him to continue under the present circumstances. He is aggressively and actively trying to sell the premises. He is willing, even though the hours have been rolled back due to this incident, and I respectfully suggest to you that this incident doesn't warrant any rollback, but he wishes at the present time to voluntarily continue in his present capacity, and hopes in doing so he can make a living until such time as he sells the premises. Thank you very much.
So what you're saying is you wanted to keep, what is it, roll it back to 11, you'd be willing to keep that until he markets the place for a couple of months, or?
Until we come back to you again, he's willing to operate under the present conditions.
If he's willing to operate on those present conditions, then I don't have any issue with that.
Have you been up there since? Captain?
I'm not sure. In reference to fights or that, I don't believe so.
Is Nick here? Nick, have they had to go up there since? Have not been up there? No problems, no altercations, nothing? I'll go along with that.
I mean, he's been in business for a long time up there. I know the family's been
Certainly
there
has.
for a long time. This is a situation that I think council is kind of correct. Just a situation that happened that was unfortunate. I don't think there was enough there to show that there was an impeding of the ABCC officer there. I think I get the picture a little bit that there's somebody on the floor that's in serious problems, and maybe you don't give the answer that,
Probably saw your
you
whole
know.
life flash in
I mean,
front of you.
it's just a difficult thing, and I can see where he might want to get, who needs that? I mean, who needs people dying in places that you own? I mean, that's a tough situation. There have been some prior instances with the bar, but, it's a family that's been in Lowell for a long time, and it's a long time family that's contributed to the city of Lowell. I mean, from his father all the way up to him. And I'm going to go along with the recommendation of council that we continue to keep the hours to 11 o'clock, and I'll make that in the form of a motion.
I'll second it. All in favor, say yes.
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 Thank you very much.
Nothing you can do. I mean, it can happen to anybody. It could happen at the funeral home. I had it happen at the funeral home. They went to O'Donnell's for Christ's sake. There's a slap in the face.
That is a slap in the face. I'm surprised that you let him out of the building.
We got one-page complaints, piles of them.
One set for the liquor shop.
For what's this, all of them?
No, that's just the liquor shop.
Oh. Okay, so we only need one of them, right?
It's the reports and stuff.
Oh, this is the whole of the set. Oh my God, that's one set. You wasted all these trees on one complaint? Oh.
Can you share that with us?
Yeah. Can we hold hands too?
Commission will now open the matter of the public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth LaValle, the acting superintendent of police, against the Liquor Shop, Inc., George Miamis, manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverages packaged goods store licensee at 1215 Bridge Street.
Hi, introduce yourself for the record, please.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Gregory Curtis. I am the attorney for the Liquor Shop, Inc. and George Miamis. And we're here today with Mr. Miamis, who's the licensee of record.
Okay. Do you want the complaint to be read into the record?
I think we can waive the reading of the complaint, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. You want to give us a brief synopsis of it, or? Yeah, they're all pretty much the same. It was a sting operation.
Yes, they were.
Okay, before you get into it, I need to know a couple of things. Okay, the person you used, is she here or he here? The person you used for the sting, they're not here?
No.
Okay, can you describe for me what is it a he or she?
I can get the Inspector Downs to give us a brief briefing of the majority of these.
The reason I ask, Captain, is they're very specific. It's important that they know this, that the ABC guidelines on doing something like this, the person has to obviously look under 21. I would hope that you're going to confirm. that
Yes.
We use. The guidelines are pretty specific on that, aren't they? Aren't they?
I believe it's just you have to show identification any.
No.
Mr. Chairman, and for the sake of Commissioner Geary, it's my understanding in several seminars that I've sat in on where the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission have conducted a review of rules and regulations for the local cities and towns, in the manner of conducting a sting operation where it's being managed by local police, law enforcement, and possibly in conjunction with state police, as well as maybe inspectors of the Alcoholic Beverages Control Commission, that the person, individual, he or she, should give the appearance of being underage in the manner in which that person will enter the particular business.
Okay. That being said, Captain DeMora, do you want to just give a brief on how this came down? And we won't have to do it for all of them because...
Sure. On January 5th, approximately 1900 hours, members of the Vice Squad conducted various liquor license checks throughout the city. One being that occurred out here on Bridge, I believe Bridge Street. I just don't have my glasses. Did you give me Bridge Street? No. This is
1215 Bridge Street.
Yeah, okay, I get the wrong idea. At 1215 Bridge Street, we sent a person under the age of 21 in. Within minutes later, they came out and purchased, they had alcohol they purchased.
Okay.
Now, this person was it a police officer?
No.
Okay.
It was a intern that we used.
An intern for the police department?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And could
Was
you,
it a male or female?
Female.
Female.
who was in charge of the operation?
Sergeant Trudell.
Okay. All right.
In,
Could you yeah.
in the narrative, it indicates that she was a female, 20 years old, 20 years of age, accompanied by special investigative detectives.
So how'd it work? Did somebody else go in the store with her? Or
No.
She
Went in
knew-
by herself.
She went in by herself.
Okay.
I have Detective Downs here that can give you a synopsis of how these
Okay, yeah,
these
that's what I
happened.
wanted- that's what I-
Because she
Okay.
was there.
Can you just get up and give us a,
We just went to all the, I think that night we might have did 12 liquor stores. And each one we went to, I would just drive up, she'd get out, she'd go in and try and purchase the alcohol without showing an ID. And if they asked for an ID and she didn't have it, she left. Those 6 places that we got, they didn't ask for an ID.
okay. Tell me, would I ask this girl if she was 21 or not?
Yes, she's in college, she's young.
How was she,
Well, that doesn't prove it to me, because, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Now,
Wait a minute, I'm
what were
old
your
enough to be
what were
your
your
father.
instructions to her?
Excuse me.
What were your instructions to her?
All the instructions, I just drove her to the places. She was to go in there to purchase alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, would you go over to the mic? I'm sorry.
She
Mike.
was instructed to go in, purchase alcohol, bring it to the counter, and if they asked for an ID, she didn't obviously have one.
Okay.
And they said, we can't sell it to you. The stores that sold to her didn't ask her for an ID.
Okay, so what happened at that point? Did she give him money?
Yes.
Okay.
And she
then-
bought the alcohol.
And she brought it out to you?
Yes, and at that point, Sergeant Trudell and the rest of the unit went inside and spoke to the person working.
That
Do
sold
you have a
the-
picture
sold
of
the
her with her
alcohol.
face blocked out?
I don't have a picture of her, no.
Do you? With you? Oh.
Can you kind of describe how she...
She's brown hair, she wears glasses.
was she wearing?
You know, I believe a white shirt,
Ooh,
jeans.
she's got a CD player.
What's that? Go ahead, continue.
Yeah. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Continue.
A white shirt, I don't know, maybe it had like a belt on it, I think, and a
Yeah.
pair of jeans.
Okay.
Counselor, if I
All right,
may,
Yeah, she was 20 years old, you said?
She's 20, I
She's 20,
believe.
okay.
if I just may,
Yeah.
regardless of anything, the person was underage.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
The law clearly states that anyone that they think
Right.
could be or may be,
Yeah.
that they should ask for
I
ID.
just wanna
That's all.
kinda get the picture
I
of
just
how-
don't want to put the,
how it
I think
went
we're
down.
trying to put
We're
the
not
officer,
putting her on the spot.
because I think if you look at the
Let me-
officer
no.
here, if I asked you her age, you'd probably be
No, no,
wrong.
no, no.
So we all would, because we could look at the detective here, and we could say she probably looks about 22.
Be careful.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not sure.
I-
So,
I'm not, you know, I just want to see what the investigation was about. I just
Right.
want to factually about how it went down and what's going on with it. That's all,
Okay.
the information I want. I'm not...
You know, as far as this all goes, okay, you know, we have people appear before us, as you well know, all the time, that have, you know, restaurants and bar rooms and nightclubs, and they get caught, you know, accepting a phony ID, and you know, this is the mortal sin of the liquor business. What has happened right now with these 6 and the one last week, that is, to me, is the absolute mortal sin of the liquor business, not to ask for an ID. I don't care how old you are. I wouldn't trust anybody coming through my door. Anybody. My mother, you don't have an ID? Get out of here. Sorry. You're not buying. Okay? And if people today can't understand that, shame on them. Okay? Shame on them, because this business today, the public has been so protected. It's always the store owner's fault. It's always the bartender's fault. None of these people accept responsibility for what they do. But for an owner not to ask for an ID, that's the mortal sin. You know, I sit here and we say to those people all the time, this is your liquor license. Throw them out of your place. Get rid of them. You don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to serve anybody or sell to anybody. But I think that it's been a long time since we had this type of an operation, and it woke a lot of people up. I'm sure that when you read and I read the next morning, 6 out of 12, that's 50%. Okay? That's an awful lot. And I think it's put a lot of people on notice. And I think I don't know, I can't speak for Commissioner, but I want to know how it happened. Have we become so lax that, 20 years old, it's like saying to people, when you're at a wedding or something, you got some clown going to buy somebody, they're 19, get him a sombrero, never bother him. But then little Johnny falls down and bashes his head, and they're the first ones that are gonna sue you because you enabled them to do that. It's your fault. It can't be my fault. It's your fault. So to me, this is the mortal sin of it. Thank you for it. And we weren't trying to offend, honestly. We're just trying to get a feel for it.
Just wanted one more thing.
You know?
This is the Special Investigation Units for the Lowell Police Department, so it's not done in conjunction with the ABCC.
No, it's not.
They notified
It's
or anything like that,
This
or-
is a grant that we got from the Governance
Okay.
Task Force.
All right.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So in your own words, tell us what happened.
Mr. Chairman, basically, the young lady came into the store. She was in the store about 6.5 minutes, shopping around, looking at different wines, asking questions. She came up to the store, up to the front counter. She presented the item for purchase. She gave the money. She was given the item in a bag. She walked out of the store.
Okay.
We screwed up, basically.
Okay.
Bottom line is, we've been in this business for 16 years. Mr. Miamis has had this store at that location at 1215 Bridge Street, and we've had at least 3 prior stings at our location. We've passed all of them over the
Okay.
last 10 years. So he really tries to run a good operation. He tries to emphasize to his employees.
How long has the clerk been with you that sold?
About a year and a half.
And what did you
part-time.
do?
Any disciplinary?
Temporarily
She's been suspended.
Bingo, you win the prize, okay? And I don't mean that being a wise guy.
No, it's-
You just won the prize. Make a motion, we put his complaint on file for 6 months.
I'm not against that, but I think it's important to realize that he's got a pretty good track record in terms of business down here. And you know, and I know the argument, we make it all the time, you know, just because, you know, you get back for OUI once that's my first
Should
time.
put you to
Doesn't mean, you know, I
sleep.
haven't been driving. I know it's your business. You've got 16 years down there. If a disciplinary action was taken in those terms, I don't have an issue with putting it on file because of the record you have, because he's gone over prior stings. I get a feeling that, you know, because of the high percentage, this may not be the last one.
No, I understand that.
This may not be the last one, and I think that the Lowell Police Department probably thinking that same way too, you know? But the fact of the matter that it's taken care in-house, you've got a long established record as a businessman in Lowell, without any prior incidences. In terms of that, I'll go along with the recommendation of the motion by the commissioner, and I'll second it.
Motion made and second, all in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Next.
Thank you.
Commission will now open a public hearing on the allegation of misconduct discharged by Kenneth Lavalley, Acting Superintendent of Police, against the Atlantic Liquors, Inc., doing business as J. Silva Package Store, Michael J. Byrne, Manager of Record, the all-alcoholic beverage package goods store licensee at 424 Chelmsford Street.
Tom, introduce yourself for the record.
Yes, sir. My name is Thomas Byrne, one of the owners of Atlantic Liquors, myself and my mother.
Okay, do you want him to read the complaint?
No, I'm kind of in a quandary here, to be truthful with you. My attorney, Kevin Murphy, has called and said that he is stuck in Boston.
Okay.
Okay.
I listened to your, the last defendant up here with that. I don't know if I should go on or if I should
Well,
postpone
if
it
you
for
want
next
your,
week.
you know, if you want your attorney, we'll continue it, doesn't
If
it?
you want it, we'll continue. If you,
well, look at-
what's important here, Tom, is the same as what we just said. This guy just won the prize for everybody, okay?
Yeah.
See, Last week, we have a complaint, and all this woman did was spend the whole time defending the guy that sold the booze. You've got to make people that work for you responsible. It's a two-way street.
I agree. And,
So-
okay, let's go forward. I'll take my chances with you guys.
Tell us what happened, what you did.
All right. What
Just one thing,
happened
it's the
is...
same, it was the same
Same
operation with
same
this-
person?
Right.
Same
Okay.
person.
Is, again, we're not standing here saying that it didn't happen. It did. We're saying that we made a mistake. It hasn't happened very often in our careers with more than one liquor establishment in the city, and we make a conscious effort to be on guard all of the times. We have been through the years. I don't believe there was another complaint there since maybe 94 or 95, according to my brother Michael. That's in that particular store. At other points in time, until 2 years ago, we had 2 other liquor establishments. I do not believe that they were ever called on the carpet, the other 2, for an offense such as this. I live in constant fear, and my mother, who's quite elderly, she didn't want us to buy, Dad and I, to buy the package stores in the first place. So we can appreciate the concern of the citizenry and the board. We made a mistake. right? The clerk has been chastised. In this particular case, the clerk has been with us for like 20 years, and he was given a couple days to think about it. But let me be very blunt with you, gentlemen. It could very well happen to me when I was in the stores, and my brother. If you make a mistake, you make a mistake.
Yeah, but to me, it's like, if they're 40, ask for an ID. I'm not going to insult them. It's just, you know what I'm saying? I kind of.
I understand,
I
and
mean,
you're
it might,
absolutely, you're correct, sir. We made a mistake, but sometimes you don't. Just because you're in a rush, you're going to get out of there. You're thinking of where you're going, whatever, right? And I understand what you're saying, and I will stand here and.
You know, Tom, the lady, we had an appearance by someone a week, the last meeting, and her policy was everybody got carded. Everybody got carded. It's a simple policy. Put a sign at the door. Everybody gets carded.
That policy.
You know, times have changed.
Yes,
that
sir.
was one of the reasons why I think we were interested in finding out, because now that young lady that appeared before us for the Merrimack Theater, you know, maybe I'm just getting real old or I need to get my eyes checked, but she didn't look 21. I'm sorry, she didn't look 21 to me, and I'm thinking she's going to get a liquor license for the Merrimack Theater, not while I'm sitting here, but she is. And you know yourself that, you know, we have been here at times that we have had folks come in that, I mean, I had a young lady that she was the mother of twins, and she was in her 30s, and she didn't look it. The point being is that I don't know whether people are developing more, you know, earlier in life, or whatever the case. I guess it's just we're getting older. Okay?
I believe that's the case, sir.
You think that's what it is?
Yes.
But this is just the mortal sin of the liquor business.
I am not trying to dispute that in any way, shape, or form.
You know?
We stand by, we made a mistake. We've had a track record in the past for a good number of years of not doing so, and we would make an honest attempt, as anybody would, I'm sure. Nobody wants to do it. There's no sense to it. There's no percentage in it, and it's just plain stupid.
So you gave your clerk a little time off to think about.
Yes, sir. And,
okay?
Yep.
And you're going to establish a policy. Everybody's going to show there.
It should have been in place then. It will be in place now.
Okay. 6 months. Place it on file.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm going to stop in your package store. They better ask me for an ID. I'm not as cute as I look, you know.
Mr. Chairman, this matter coming up is to do with Belvedere Wine Corporation, Inc. From what I understand, Commissioner Geary will not be able to sit on the matter, and under the circumstances, I did address the matter to Mr. Palermo, who is now here before you. That the reason for the matter not to be heard. Right. Unfortunately, Commissioner Finnegan is not with us this afternoon, so I believe, Mr. Chairman, this matter will have to be continued to the next regular meeting, which would be for February 22nd.
For the record, Douglas Hausler from Lambert, Hausler & Rodman, representing Belvedere Wine Corp. Mr. Palermo is here with me. We understand that you can't take formal action to eliminate the need for the police department to come back again and go through testimony. We would only respectfully state for the record that it's consistent with everything that's happened in the last few cases. The employee is no longer an employee. The message has been received. My client has been in business for 20 years. In fact, received a letter of commendation from the police department because the last time they tried, they were unsuccessful in doing so. This is one client that I know understands the ramifications. I don't know if the board wants to just have the matter generally continued so no further action has to be taken.
Yeah, but we're going to continue to the next meeting. We have to.
Okay.
I can't. I'm not allowed to.
I understand.
Okay?
I hope we're
Thank you.
on the same page. Thank you.
Next.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Geary will kindly return to the meeting chamber.
Good afternoon.
Andy, how are you?
What's your tie?
Well, I'm still...
What's this, dress down day or what?
Time.
Hey, casual attire.
Andrew Zaroulis, I represent XL Liquors.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, I just want to introduce the matter for the
the
viewing public. Commission will open the public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth LaValle, the acting superintendent of police, against XL Package Store, John N. Tavalaris, the manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverage package goods store licensee at 613 Merrimack Street.
Good afternoon, Andrew Zarulis. I represent XL Package Store, Inc. And with me is the manager, John Tavalaris, and his wife, Ann Tavalaris, who was present that day on January 5th. Also in the audience is Nelson Vasquez, who was the individual who was employed at the package store at that particular time. We'll waive the reading of the complaint, and in our defense, basically, we will say that these people have been in business there for 27 years. They are strong members of the community. Their family has been in business at that location for many, many, many more years across the street. I think you're familiar with the other business that they were involved in. I would say that my clients have taken this very seriously, and that's why I'm here. And they have taken their business very seriously. They have instituted all kinds of devices in the premise to protect from this particular type of complaint. One of the things that they have is a Verifone electronic ID system that would verify any ID that's presented, whether it's a legitimate one, and that's both for liquor and for tobacco. The particular individual that made the serving, Mr. Vasquez, is 40 years of age, and he works a full-time job. And he's been in training every Friday since the beginning of December. And he is a recent employee. He works a full-time job. He's married, family, and this is his, and that's why we haven't hit a home run by letting him go. But that's why he's here today, to answer any questions that you may have of him and to see the process that precipitated, that this complaint precipitated. This particular day, around 6 o'clock, was a change in shifts. And Ann was present, John was in the office. And just prior to the young lady coming in, there was an inebriated customer who came in, and she was attending to him and had spent some time in making sure he didn't purchase anything and was exited from the premises. Then the young lady came in at that time. And of course, it's not in any way to say that she looked over 21, although she did, but her ID was not asked for by Mr. Vasquez. And as a result, she was served. We admit to that. However, they take this extremely seriously. And they're here today to answer any questions that you have about the manner in which they conduct their business.
Have you ever had any complaints before?
Yes, they have.
They have. When?
Approximately 1 year ago.
About a year ago. By a sting, or?
It was, the ABC came in. I had served a person with evidently a fake ID that showed he was 22 years old of age. Later that evening, he came in. The ABC followed him in. I had not, when he came in that evening, I served him because I had seen the ID earlier in the day.
Did you have the machine at that time that you're speaking of?
I did not, and that's why I have purchased it since that time.
Okay. Now, as I understand it, this machine will immediately tells you the
You can put
agent.
a license, a military ID card. It'll tell you tobacco, yes, alcohol, yes.
Whatever.
Or no, right there.
What do you
on
do,
the spot.
scan it?
You just place the ID in the scanner, and it tells you right there. And then you can also print out the names of the person that you just scanned.
So it'll pop up, okay, that's okay for a Massachusetts purchase of
And
liquor?
you can do
Yes.
any license, any state, Florida, New York, because we have UMass.
Yeah.
People that come a lot, so it's really important to us to
Yeah.
have that.
So
that
if you got a
when
Florida
you're coming
license,
from
it'll
other
say this is a
states with
valid
driver's
ID.
license-
It'll tell you if
Okay, now,
if
how
it's
long
a
has this young man been working for you?
Well, since December 5th. This particular man?
Yeah.
Just a short period of time, right before the holidays. I was shorthanded at the time.
November 26th.
How old are you? I'm sorry? 40. Okay.
He works one night a week.
His wife is 24, and he told me that the girl looked old.
And he's 40.
Older than his wife.
You should be so lucky.
He is. He's very lucky.
You know, just to say, I was there also, and I looked at her too. And my guess was, you know, over the corner of my eye, he was doing the sale. He had worked with me on 3 consecutive Saturdays to train to, you know, the question is, do they look 30, is what we're training our people to ask. Do they look 30? Not 21, 30.
Yeah.
And he trained with me on 3 consecutive Saturdays. You know, we have the machines, we have the signs on the door, you know, everywhere in the place. Are you 30? You're going to be asked. Expect to be. And he did the sale. It was the same as previous, the wine, looking at the bottles, coming up. I quickly saw her to the right of me, and I wouldn't, you know, we didn't ask, and, you know, I wouldn't have either, I swear. She just didn't look
How about-
under 21.
How about tomorrow?
I
How
know.
about if we're going
Mortal
to
sin,
everybody
I know,
gets
I
ID?
know.
How about-
You know, it's
How
hard.
about if we're going to everybody
Well,
gets
that's-
ID?
That's where we're going now.
I would love
Where
that to
everybody
be-
gets ID.
We're carding
No
everyone.
ID, no service,
I know.
period. No way.
That's
been
where
a-
we
No
are
ID,
now.
no service. Okay? I'm gonna make a recommendation that the complaint be kept on file for a year.
I'll second that recommendation.
Okay? You've had a complaint in a year.
Yes,
This
sir.
is your second. Don't come back.
Thank you very much.
We don't want to see you. It's seconded. All in favor, say yes.
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 Thank you.
Commission will now open the hearing, public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth Lavalley, the acting superintendent of police, against corporation known as BKDE Liquors, Inc., doing business as Lowell Liquors. Robert Cassiotis is the manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverages package goods store licensee at 638 Rogers Street.
Robert Cassiotis of Lowell Liquors.
Where's this all located
David
now?
Evans.
Where's this located? In that little strip
Rogers
mall?
Street across from, yeah, the little strip mall
There's a
with,
strip mall there. Well, you hit every part of the city.
What is your name, sir?
David Evans.
I'm sorry?
He's the other owner, David Evans.
Oh, you're co-owners?
Co-owners, yes.
Okay.
Same kind of investigation, same
Same
kind of...
thing?
Same thing, okay.
Okay. How many complaints have you had?
We haven't had any complaints.
And how long have you been there?
About 20 months, 24, 20
Woo!
months, I'd say.
20 months?
Yes.
20 months,
20
less than
months.
2 years.
Yes.
And you got whacked.
Yes.
Was that an established place when you bought it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know about this machine they were talking about?
Yeah, we've actually started looking into that.
The important part is you gotta ask for the ID for the machine to work.
Were either one of you working that night?
I was.
You were? You were the one that served him? Huh.
We
find the owner.
believe we have a reputation. If you talk to customers and other people that frequent our establishment, or don't frequent our establishment, when they come in, we are very thorough, and this one slipped through, and
It only takes one.
that,
You know what's so hard to make people, let me give you some free advice for what it's worth, okay? Because I think some of them sitting here think we're kidding around. They're gonna get caught again. The girl comes in, she starts talking to you nice, you know? All of a sudden, she lulls you right to sleep, and you know, she buys the bottle of wine and walks out, okay? All you gotta do is get one. One person walks through that door and buys a bottle, and you don't ask them for an ID, or they pass a false ID. Everybody at Lowell High knows about it Monday morning. Everybody. Go over there, look for the guy that's balding, he's wearing glasses. You know, when he's on, he don't check. He's not watching this, and they have it, and you know, you might sit there and think this guy blowing smoke, and you can look at it and think I am, but I'm telling you right now, I've been here long enough in this chair, I've seen bars that have gotten bad reputations, and I've seen owners tear their hair out. I've seen bar rooms and package stores that got a reputation for selling to minors, and once that happens, it's like throwing a pebble in a pond. the ripple effect, you can never get it back because, it's like that, that commercial they used to have for women's hair coloring, Lady Clairol, one tells one, and she tells one, and she tells one, and she tells one. All of a sudden, the screen's full. That's exactly the way it is. Excuse me, exactly. It spreads like wildfire, and you're saying, how did this happen? How did this happen? We had a package store down on Broadway where there was a guy sitting in a pickup truck, and for $20 he'd go in and get you a six-pack. Every kid in the neighborhood knew where to go.
Just so you know, we've been certified with MassPack, and that we're due to do that again shortly. And there are things like that you look for, especially, if someone
Absolutely.
is over talkative. I mean,
Absolutely.
we're watching for them for drinking.
But not asking for an ID is the mortal sin of the liquor business. I don't care whether it's a bar room, a nightclub, a restaurant, a package store. That is the mortal sin. That is the total lackadaisical attitude. Not to ask for an ID, okay? Mm-hmm. All right?
I put a motion to put it on file for a year.
Motion to put it on file for a year. All in favor, say yes.
Yes.
Okay?
Good luck with it.
Sorry.
Commission will now review will now open the public hearing on the allegation of misconduct as charged by Kenneth LaValle, the acting superintendent of police, against Ornelas Enterprises, Inc., doing business as Ornelas Liquors. David Ornelas is the manager of record, the all-alcoholic beverage package goods store licensee at 1012 Gorham Street.
Introduce yourself for the record, please.
David Ornelas.
Teresa Ornelas.
Okay. Do you want him to read the complaint, Dave?
No.
No?
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Same type of investigation.
Same
Yeah.
thing? Same night?
Same night.
Well, you guys must have had a whole truckload of wine by the time you got through, whatever they bought. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry I did it. I've been in the business for 10 years. And,
How many?
10 years. And it never
You
happened
did it?
before.
Were you the guy?
Yes, I did.
You were working
Yeah,
the counter,
I
and
was
you
working.
own the place.
Yeah, yeah. And it happened, so...
I'm his wife, and I work there Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays. I do ask for the IDs, and he also asks for ID. Lately, I'm not saying that that I want to put this aside because it's not. It's responsible for us to make sure we ask for ID no matter how old they are. But
It's your only business?
yes, we only have that business, and like I said, we've been there 15 years, and I'm sure that they must have sent somebody there during these years, and nobody. We have always asked for ID, so I'm most sure that everything was clear. But it seems like, and is the fact that when they try to put a person to go to the liquor store to do this exercise, they usually don't put somebody. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong, because it's wrong for us not asking, but they never put somebody there that it really looks like a 20. The way they build and everything else, they look like 30. I'm sorry, I mean...
That's you can't, that's you.
That's the whole purpose behind it, man.
And I understand, and that's why I'm saying it. It's our fault.
They're living off selling liquor. You are. It's you.
Exactly. Yes.
That's the whole purpose behind it. Don't stand there and try
No,
and
but I'm just
justify
saying, it's
because
our fault.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Don't stand there and try and justify it because the person they sent out was well-built or looked good or had a,
I
provocative...
understand.
That's the point.
I
That's
understand.
the point behind
Yes.
it.
And
That's
I will-
all the more reason you
Yes.
ask.
Yes.
So
and I will
don't
look
stand
into,
there and justify it.
And I will look into buying that machine that woman was talking about.
She only works if you're asked for the ID.
Yes, oh, and it will, like I just finished
Put up a
saying.
big sign, no ID, no booze.
Yes.
Period.
We will definitely
I don't
will.
care how well-built you are.
People that come in, they don't make their living out there. That's your livelihood. That's your income.
They're going to steal from you no matter what.
And believe me, I
And
understand
believe me,
that.
no matter what, they'll go out and buy garments and clothes. If they can do something to make you look at them rather than look at the license, they've succeeded. That's their game. That's what we're talking about here.
I understand. And that's why we're very, very cautious for everything. The poor guy, few weeks ago, he got all black and blue because someone went in there and just punched him out on the store. Just, every time the door opens, he gets scared. We just spend money putting all different cameras around the store for our children, because the fact is, the store is only, the only employees has been us and our children, okay? And they know they have to ask for ID, and they do ask for ID.
They have to. I mean, what can I tell you? I mean, it's your bread and butter.
We understand that.
If my living was, the simple thing I had to do
They're not gonna
to
send
make
in-
a living was, listen, I gotta sell alcohol, and I gotta ask for a license.
Sorry.
To me, I'd do it every single time. I'd do it every single time. It'd be part of second nature. It'd be like breathing. I'm selling alcohol. Where's your ID? Sorry, you're 50 years old, but, do you pay my electric bill? Are you feeding my kids? I don't want to lose that opportunity. If they take offense to it, losing a $12 six-pack
It's
is
not
a
worth
lot
believe
easier
me.
than to swallow 3 days without selling anything.
And
So-
believe me, there's many, they go out the door there without getting anything out because they don't have an ID, and I tell them it's not worth
You
the
gotta ask
the
them about it.
50
I mean, the
cents
only-
that I make.
There
It's
you
not
go.
worth it.
I'll make the recommendation that we put it on file for a year again, but I understand that there hasn't been any incidences, but if it comes through again, I can't be as willing to favor the business at this point than I have been. I can't, and I won't.
I
I can
understand.
tell you that, so you're forewarned about it, okay? And I got, just my gut feeling, I know nothing from anything else, but if they got 50% to show that the people weren't in compliance, it's gonna happen again. And good, because if we see it here again, it's like,
You know what? You should
Not
be
in my
so thankful. You should be so thankful that this was just a sting, and it wasn't some kid that came in the store, somebody underage, and bought a six-pack or bought some booze and went out and killed somebody with their car.
Definitely.
And then they stopped and said, well, where did you buy it? Everybody always thinks all of these things are always going to happen to the other guy. Always go, hey, this is not going to happen to us. Well, it did happen.
It did happen.
And you know what? If you're churchgoers, you go to church next Sunday, and you put a couple extra bucks in the plate, and you say, thank you, God. Thank you for waking me up. Because we do become complacent. And it's a heck of a lot better doing that than going to some kid's funeral. Do you hear me?
Exactly, I understand.
Because if they wrap
I
that
do.
that car around a telephone pole or a tree, you're not only going to go to the funeral and you're going to be saying you're sorry, you're going to lose your house and your store and everything. And you're going to live with it the rest of your
And
life.
that's exactly the speech that we give it to our children.
all right.
Okay. I'll second that recommendation. Place it on file for a year. All in favor say yes. Yes.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, that basically concludes the public hearing portion of the agenda.
Wow.
And if I may just proceed with the items under old new business. Mr. Chairman, there are a number of applications that were filed within the last
Thank you.
Thank you.
within the last 5 or 6 days, all of which require legal notices to be published in the local newspaper. In anticipation, due to the circumstances of these applications, apparently there is pressing need that hearings be held sooner than later, and under the circumstances, I don't think the commission would have a problem with that situation. For example, we have the transfer application for Than Than Restaurant, Inc. to a corporation known as Tiger Dang Corporation, doing business as Dalat Restaurant. This is for premises at 475 Chelmsford Street, an existing restaurant with a beer and wine license. New ownership has actually acquired the business, as I'm told. It's not recommended, but coming to the matter of the application is somewhat like after the fact. They have legal counsel for this transaction. That would be heard, if you will, for the Thursday, February 22nd meeting. In addition, there is the application for alteration of premises for a restaurant known as Fo 88. The sole proprietor is a gentleman by the name of Hong Tran Nguyen. This is a beer and wine restaurant licensee at 1270 Westford Street. It's an expansion of an existing restaurant, essentially moving into an adjacent room to allow for more seating, kitchen area, and that is also being handled by legal counsel. There is the application for an original license for all alcoholic beverages restaurant for the corporation known as The Under Impact Pub and Lounge, Inc. The applicant is the corporation. The premises is to be at 160 Merrimack Street, which is unit number A. That's the basement level. This was the site of a business known as the Downstairs Cafe. The prior owner opted not to renew the license. Apparently there was the building, 160 Merrimack Street, comprised of 4 units. Each is sold, is owned as a condo, and this particular unit A, the prior licensee could not come to terms with a possible transfer of license, and so the owner is now looking to acquire a new license, and this is what the application is for. There is also the application for an all-alcoholic restaurant license, a new license for a corporation known as Sompeo Mayas, Inc. This is for premises at 450 Chelmsford Street. I believe it is the site that was known to be the Registry of Motor Vehicles office for Lowell. This is a matter that apparent legal counsel, the landlord is pressing the prospective licensee to acquire a license in short order. Otherwise, the deposit that the particular applicant is put down would be lost, and so it's kind of like they're looking for quick action if the licensing board is so inclined. And all of these matters are scheduled for hearing for February 22nd, with legal notices to be published in tomorrow's Lowell Sun newspaper. All of these matters, except for the transfer of the beer and wine license by Than Than Restaurant, require abutters to be notified. Last on the items for old business, this was a matter that we have dealt with at the last meeting on January 25th to do with allegations of misconduct, as the acting superintendent has filed against Roomba's Nightclub, the restaurant licensee at 72 Merrimack Street. Looks like Kelly's and Camden, Inc., which is known as the Old Court. Both have, the complaint is identical, and both restaurant licensees in downtown Lowell, one at 19 Merrimack Street, that's Hooks Like Kelly's, and the Old Court is at 29 Central Street. Both had apparently been involved with serving two underage individuals.
Bring him in.
That's it.
Captain Demore, do you have anything? No. Nothing?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. Motion made and seconded. All in favor say yes. Yes. This meeting will be rebroadcasted on Saturday and Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Hi, Benjamin.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you.
Good job, right?